Hey you guys. Hey, I'm up here checking out how the run of salmon is going this year. And if you watch this little creek, guys, you'll probably be able to see a whole bunch of them come down. Anyway, one interesting thing about the salmon, guys, is when the salmon start to make their run early in the season, typically that means that you're going to have a big run of fish. And kind of how I judge the salmon run, guys, is if you look at these salmon like right here in front of us, and let's see if I can show you guys. Can you see those salmon laying in there? Now, those are silver salmon and pink salmon. And kind of how you get an idea of what kind of run you're going to have is, say your pink salmon, basically their whole lifespan is about 2 years, guys. And so they'll spend almost a year after they're born in the streams or lakes or wherever they're born at. And then they'll head down to the ocean. And then these fish only stay in the ocean about a year, and then they come back. And therefore, they're the smallest of the salmon. But kind of how you look at some of these runs is like I'm looking at one of the biggest runs I've seen in the past 5 years. So what you do is you try to look back 2 years ago, and you think about, or you have it documented about how big the run was. What time did the fish come? Was it a big run? Was the water appropriate for them when they did make it here? Did they have successful spawning? That will give you a really good idea of what to expect 2 years down the road as far as like these pink salmon go. And then you've got your other species of salmon like your silvers, your chums, your kings, and your sockeyes. And same thing with them guys, except for they are in the ocean longer. They're in there anywhere from 3 to 5 years. But still, if you can come up here and you can see a whole bunch of silvers and you think, well, what happened 3 years ago? You know, did the fish have a successful year? Did they lay good eggs? Did the eggs survive? Was the water level, okay for them? Was it too hot? Did it kill the eggs? Did it suffocate the fish before they got able to spawn? One thing we see a lot on the islands, guys, is like now I'm getting a little worried about it. One thing we see here is a lot of fish dying when we don't get rain because our river systems are so short that if you don't have a consistent rain, every week or every few days, these rivers will plummet and they'll drop. And this fish will actually suffocate and drown, you guys. And that doesn't happen in too many places anywhere in the world unless you have short river basins and they're totally dependent on rain. And so that's really important, guys, is to have the rain for these fish's survival. And kind of bad, guys, the glare. You can't see all these fish. There's just literally thousands of them in front of me. Let's go up here a little bit and oh, there now. You might be able to see those, guys. You see all those salmon down there? And this is just a little teeny tiny stream, guys, and it's concerning because the water is warming up and these fish are starting to get warm. And these fish have not spawned yet, guys, and so it's a big concern that we get some rain quick so these fish can get to the appropriate spawning grounds where they're heading for. Otherwise, you could come back here in a week and the stream could be even lower and the water could be warmer, and you could come in here and see tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of fish that have actually drowned. And so you wouldn't think a fish could drown, guys, but it happens pretty regularly. They suffocate. And let's go up here, see if we can see any different species. And gosh, look at all these fish, guys. Isn't that just incredible? Kind of can't see them with the ripple on the water too well, just kind of little flashes of them. Look, here's some right at my feet. Look at these guys. So anyway, guys, a little something about the salmon. They're not only vulnerable to the bears and the wolves and the whales and the seals and us fishermen, and they're actually really the most important time for these fish that is going to dictate whether we have a strong run or not in future years to come is water levels and water temperature. And that is the key player when you're dealing with short river basins on islands that are depicted by rainfall. So anyway, I hope that made some sense to you guys. I wish you could see all these fish. Holy cow, there's a lot of them up in here, guys. And this is so shallow water up above me, these fish are pretty much stuck here. You'll get a few that will try to get up over that fall, and a lot of them will make it. A lot of them won't make it. But anyway, guys, just a little fun information about the salmon. And check out all these salmon right here, guys. I'd throw a rock in there, but I don't really want to disturb them. And I left my fishing pole in the truck. I didn't want to bother these fish. They're way up here, guys. They're, as far as I'm concerned, these fish are pretty much safe, and I won't harass them up in here. I'll just kind of let them go and do their thing, and hopefully they procreate for a strong future run of pink salmon here in another 2 years, and the silver salmon that are in here will return in another 3 to 4 years. So it's nice to leave them alone, let them spawn, let them do their thing, and let them enjoy their last few days before they die. And so anyway, guys, just want to show you a cool spot and send you a great big huge smile from me down here on this little creek. It's not really even a river, it's more like a little creek, but tons of fish. Be easy to catch one right now, but these fish have already crossed home plate, and in my book they're safe. Anyway, you guys have a super awesome day. Send you a great big huge smile from here on the river. All right, see you guys. Okay, bye.